Hello students, let's start with class 6 chapter number 1 science and its importance. So as you know, since the beginning of civilization, human beings have been curious to know about various phenomena, that is formation of day and night, change in weather, change in season, variety of organisms and their behavior, and the nature of substances around us. So what is science? Science, it is a systematic study of the natural world through various observations and experiments. These are the key words over here. It is the systematic study of natural world through observations and experiments, which is known as your science. Science, it is basically originated from a Latin word known as scientia, meaning knowledge. Science is broadly divided into two main categories: physical sciences and life sciences. Physical sciences is the study of non-living things. The non-living things which are present around us is known as physical sciences, and the study of living things is known as your life sciences or biology. So further they are divided into different categories. So first category in physical sciences is your physics, chemistry and biology, zoology. So physics is originated from the Greek word physikosis, which means nature. Physics is the study of matter and the energy and their interaction. Chemistry, it is the composition of matter and its properties. Geology is the study of planet Earth. Then when it comes to life sciences, biology, it is divided into two categories: botany and zoology. Botany is the study of plants and zoology is the study of animals. So these are the different branches of sciences: physical sciences and life sciences. Now we will study about scientific method. Scientific method. What is scientific method? It is basically the systematic way to ask question and to find their answers through observations and experiments. So it is the important definition is important. It is given on page number 3 of your book. So the definition is systematic way to ask question and to find their answers through observation and series of experiments. It gives you a concrete or solid evidences for your theory. Next is why we need scientific method. Or you can say what is the purpose of using scientific method, which is very important from the examination point of view. Why we use this scientific method? For fair investigation. Fair investigation means suppose we are developing some, we have some queries, we are investigating on something, we are doing research on something. So we need to have a fair research. Our research should be fair, our solutions should be fair. So that is why for fair investigation, for concrete investigation, we need scientific method. It provides us a systematic and organizes the way to achieve a solution to a problem. It gives you accuracy, how accurate it is, accuracy, reliability and validity of an outcome. You are doing an experiment and you wanted to have an outcome, or you wanted to achieve a solution. So that is why the solution to be fair, it should be systematic, it should be accurate. So that is why for this purpose we use the scientific method. Next is, what are the steps involved in a scientific method? First step is your identifying the problem. So what do you mean by identifying the problem? It actually, to state the problem as a research question. What is your research question? What is your problem area? That is meant by identifying the problem. Then doing background research. Background research, it comes to collect the information about the problem, why the problem is occurring, why. Then third is developing a hypothesis. Developing a hypothesis means we will make some assumption, or you can say prediction. And then experimentation and verification. It means we will test our hypothesis. We will test our the prediction, what we have made, what we have assumed. We will test it and record the data. Then organizing the data in the form of chart, table, and then drawing out conclusion and putting up a theory. It means we will analyze our data and we will summarize what we have find. We will draw conclusion from the observations. Then application, which is most important. We will make use of our research, our knowledge, our findings, is known as your application. So scientific theories, or principles make things that are useful for us. So first method is, again we will revise it up. The steps is identifying the problem. Second is your doing background research. Third is your developing a hypothesis. What do you mean by hypothesis? Hypothesis is a probable solution to a problem. Means the predicament of a predictive solution to a problem. Experimentation and verification, then organizing the data, then drawing conclusion and putting up a theory. What do you mean by theory? It is the correct hypothesis. After drawing out conclusion, after our finding, after experimentation, what we observe is actually, if it is correct, then it becomes the theory. Then last step is your application. So these steps are very important from examination point of view. So next, as we move on, we will find what is physics. Physics is a branch of science which deals with the study of matter, energy and their interaction. Already we have discussed. So physics is a branch of science which is concerned how matter and energy are related to each other, how they affect each other. The entire universe is made up of matter, energy, and physics is one of the most fundamental of all the sciences. So now we will learn about the importance of physics. So first importance is it helps in expanding our knowledge of the fundamental laws of nature. The law which are being governed So it helps in expanding the knowledge of the fundamental laws of nature. As you know, the laws of nature is your gravitational law, how the earth is pulling up the objects. It is known as gravitational law. And how the earth is rotating around the sun, revolving around the sun, how the moon is revolving around the moon. These are all the fundamental laws of nature. Second is that physics helps in keeping or making understand other subject as well. Physics and their laws are always required in understanding the other important subjects such as earth. Earth is a huge magnet, how it is moving around the sun, and its pole, north pole, south pole. So all the things around which is on the earth, how the satellites are revolving around the earth. So physics is helpful in understanding the other subject also. Agriculture, biological and environmental sciences also, physics is needed. And then physics is help in understanding the fundamental laws of nature, which contributes to the new technology, which improve our quality of life. Some of the major contribution of physics in various fields are Transport. All of you know transport, there are different modes of transport: car, buses, ships, trains, aeroplanes. These are all possible because of physics, because of laws of mechanics which is given in physics, which have been used. All these technological development reduces our time. So how they are working, it comes under physics only. Next is electricity. Large number of situation in which electricity plays a major role in our lives. Your electric fan, bulb, refrigerator, computer, water heaters, washing machine, air conditioner, and many appliances are driven by electricity. And the understanding principle of machine and the energy conservation laws are used in your appliances, which makes our life easy and comfortable. Next is your communication: radio, television, computer, internet, satellites. We are talking with each other at the press of buttons. We are able to receive information from distant places. We are able to receive messages. So how these are working, these are also comes under the laws of physics. And we are also getting a detailed weather forecast report also by using satellites and supercomputers. And then next is your space exploration. Space exploration, physics has played a great role in understanding the universe and the laws that govern it. With the invention of telescope, we have been able to study the distant star and other heavenly bodies. Invention of rockets. We are capable of launching artificial satellites for navigation and weather forecast, communications. In modern times nowadays, physics has played a very crucial role in space exploration. And besides these fields we have discussed, physics also play a very major role in agriculture, for weather forecasting, and the new machineries in the field of agriculture is being developed with the help of physics only. Medicines, healthcare, defense and energy requirements, for making different types of planes, fighter crafts. So we all need physics. We are in our day-to-day life, we have seen the use of physics. There are different branches of physics also. First is your mechanics. It is a study of interaction between matter and forces acting on it, is known as mechanics. Then next is your acoustic. Acoustics is the study of sound, how sound is traveling, how it is behaving, what are the properties of sound. So it comes under acoustic, which you will study in class 7th. Next is your optics. It is the study of behavior of light, how the light is traveling, at what speed light travels, all the things we will study under the laws of reflection, which you will discuss later in chapter number 4. Next is your astronomy. Astronomy is the branch of physics which involves with the study of universe beyond Earth's atmosphere. Next is thermodynamics, which is the study of heat and its interaction with energy and work. Thermodynamics is basically the thermo means heat, and how dynamics means the flow, how the heat is flowing, how it is interacting with energy. So it is the study of heat, energy and work. Next is electromagnetism. It is the study of electricity and magnetism. Then next, you might have heard about the electric bell. So electric bell works with the use of electricity and magnetism, which you will study in later on further chapters. Next is nuclear physics. It is the study of atomic nuclei. You might have heard nuclear bombs. So basically how the atomic nuclei has been split up, how it has been converted into, how its energy is being utilized to make atomic bombs. So the study of these things comes under nuclear physics. The study of atomic nuclei comes under nuclear physics. Next, we will discuss about harmful effects of science. As you know, science is very much helpful in our day-to-day life, but there are some harmful effects of science also. It makes our life convenient. They have offered a lot of comfort by inventing different things, appliances, gadgets, telephones, televisions, etc. But there are also some cons of science. There are also some harmful effects of science. With the invention of these things, they will also lead to a number of problems also, such as pollution, vehicles causing a lot of pollution, climate change. There is development of weapons also. Science is being basically nowadays been used for the development of weapons, and these weapons are now being used for mass destruction, such as your nuclear bombs. So nowadays there are always science is neither good, you can say, not bad. It is in our hand only how to use it wisely. So the choice is ours, whether to choose harmful aspect of science or to choose the useful aspect of science. Now come to the exercise part. So first is fill in the blanks. So fill in the blanks we have already discussed. The systematic study of natural world through dash and dash, it is known as science. It is, you have to write in the blank part, observations and experiments. The branch of science that deals with the study of plant is known as botany, and the branch of physics that deals with the study of electricity and magnetism is known as your electromagnetism. The study of sound is known as acoustics. Next is B part, answer the following question in short. What do you understand by the term science? So we have already discussed, and it is also given on page number 3 of your book, that science is the systematic study of the natural world through observations and experiments. Next is what is the purpose of using scientific method? As I have discussed now only, that to have a fair investigation and to achieve the following the desired outcome in a systematic and organized way, to have a validity and accuracy and reliability of an outcome is known as your purpose of using scientific method. Next is to briefly explain the steps involved in the scientific method. So basically it is given on page number 4 of your book, if you see. So you have to write the steps, and also you have to write briefly in one line the execution, how it has been done. The next fourth question is what is the role of physics in communication? The role of physics in communication is basically, it is given on page number 5. We have discussed also how it has been used in radios, television, through internet and through satellites. You have to write each and everything. You can write it in your own words also, and it is given on book page number 5. So this is the end of the chapter number 1. And if you have any doubt, so just mention in the comment section after seeing the video.